Hi, welcome back to Mill Savvy Tutorials. I'm Luke, and today I'm going to show you how you drag an image in, such as like your logo or a photo, extract the lines from it and engrave it onto a part. For instance, you can see here in the video I've engraved my logo into this pocket. Obviously this is only an example just to show you how quick and easy this is. So let's just speed that up so you can see what it's going to do. Super easy to do, and I'll show you how. So let's just close that. Let's obviously just close this down and I'll redo it. So let's just drag that model back in. So as you can see, that's in there. Right, double click your space bar, go to File, go Trace Image, bring your image in of choice. Obviously I'm using my logo. The great thing about like a logo or something like that is I've only got two colours here, so it's gonna find it very easy to find these lines when I use this auto trace option up here. If you're loading in like an actual photograph of like your family or something like that, it's gonna struggle a little bit to find all of the lines to all of you guys. It's not gonna be that crisp, but it will find them. You just got to play around here. So anyway, moving on. Do I want to display my image on the screen? No. If I did, do I want it to be transparent? Yeah, okay, we can set that to 90%, 0, whatever you want, whatever suits what you're doing. Do I want it to trace the image for me? I do. Let's put that on. Let's turn that on. This gives you a bit of control over like the contrast of the image. I don't know if I'm using the correct terms there, but you can see that. Look, basically, look, it's like the colours, and it. So I'm going to leave it like that. That's going to clearly seal them lines. I'm not too worried about the size of it down here, because I'm going to show you how you can manipulate it once you put it in there. So click OK. You can see it's put it up here. So what I'm going to do now is I just select everything, go over here to select one thing at a time, single entity, turn my model off. Let's go to my move command. Let's grab the center of that. Let's put it into that pocket. So you can see it's roughly near. Let's go rotate it by using the rotation command. Let's grab the center roughly. I'm going to go 90 in there. So a plus number will rotate it counterclockwise, a minus obviously clockwise. So let's click enter. You could argue maybe that's a bit big. If I'm using like quite a big engraving tool, the shoulder of it or whatever might hit here. So let's scale that down. So let's go back into our move command. Let's make it 0.75, the scale. Let's click there. Let's left click. I'm happy with the position in there, that's fine. I don't want the box to be engraved around here, so let's just get rid of that. Let's select that. F3 to go all the way around. Let's delete that. So I just use there that selected chain of entities, and then F3 to go all the way around. So once I've got rid of that, let's just create a layer here. Double click it. Let's call that engraving. What we're going to do now is we're going to move that onto our engraving layer. Really easy way of doing it. Select everything, unselect your model, then just move it over by going down to your modify entities down here. Make sure your layer tab is ticked. Go to engrave, click OK. You can see now I can turn that on and off when I want it. So let's just turn the model off. I'm going to create some toolpath for this, but before I do that, you can see I've already got toolpath in here. You wouldn't have that problem if you're just doing this one thing as like a practice thing, but I'm just going to quickly create a new group because I don't want to simulate all this for you, and I'm going to make that my active group by right clicking on there and clicking left click on the active group. I'm now going to go in and apply some toolpath using Engrave All 2D, making sure there is nothing else on my screen other than what I want to engrave. So let's click that. That's now going to search for this here automatically, and it would have found all them lines as you can see. So yeah, I'm happy with all of this. My pocket is 10mm deep. I'm going to go 10.1, so dig in by 0.1, and I'm going to allow it by 0.5. I don't want to have a massive number on my plunge clearance, because at the end of the day my plunge feed rate is a lot slower than my feed rate, and I'm going to spend a lot of time feeding up and down, so I don't want to do that while feeding down. I'm not interested in cut levels, I'm just going to use none. Click finish, see it's applied my toolpath. Let's put it in my group. If I turn my model back on, you can see what it looks like. Now to simulate this to the model, I'm going to call my model down here stock. And the reason I do that is it gives me the choice to select it in the simulation process. So I go up to here, go simulate rest. There, stock model. It's searching for the word stock in your layers. The two words you need to make sure that you use when you're simulating your parts is model and stock. If you don't call your model, you're not going to be able to use rest machine. For instance, I showed that as well when I'm in there. So let's click OK on that. Let's engrave it like I showed you earlier. Let's speed it up. I can turn my tool holder off. I can turn the tool off if I want to. I can turn them all back on like this. Right. Super good simulation software this. Really easy, really quick. Doesn't draw too much power from your PC either. So you can use this on a very basic, like entry-level sort of PC. Anyway, I'll talk about rest machining again. So let's scan that. And what that does is that's searching from a model file. That's what that is. You click that and it goes, right, where's your model file? Let's compare it against what you've just machined. And you can see there that it's actually throwing up my engraving in yellow, because as you notice, that wasn't on my model. Obviously, I've just put that there for this video. But very powerful tool. You can see there, it's engraved my logo on there, and it took me a couple of minutes. So anyway, thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Anything you guys do will support what I do here. I'm not sponsored by OneCNC, so any support is appreciated. Leave me a comment on what you want to see. There's lots of videos like this, and I can show you how simple things can be. Don't make anything complicated. That's the whole point of this company. Make complexity simple. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.